So I got some updates from TPT, and some of them are going to wow you, some of them are going to be like, okay, but stick around so you can find out what these updates are, because some will blow your mind. With that said, I'm Richard Williams, the Anger Teacher. Thanks for coming by. If it's your first time, I welcome you. Be a part of the community. Subscribe, hit the like button, and become a part of the conversation. If you've been here before, you know I love you to death. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this update video. Let's get into the video. So on the 19th of February, this is the of 2025, the first TPT update, and they normally have these webinars maybe once a quarter, maybe every 3 months or so, or maybe it's every month. I don't remember. But no, it's not every month, because I don't think we had one in January. So this is the first one for 2025. And in like fashion, you know, it's between 25 to 40 minutes, not too much to overwhelm you, sometimes not enough to give you information, you know, but it works. This one, it's a little bit, you know, it's okay. So we had the same, so we have Paul, you know, we have the other two, I can't remember their names. I really should have written them down, but I got to the webinar late. I had something else to do, and when I logged in, all the names had already gone, so I just let it go. But there's a new person, Priscilla, who is, she seems to be, you know, getting her feet wet in the whole experience, and we welcome you. Come on by, Priscilla, hang out with the rest of us, and, you know, you'll see what we do as sellers on TPT. In any case, she talked about the TPT Live in-person experience, and TPT Lives are workshops for TPT sellers, whether you're a beginner or more mature seller, and they are different. They move around. Some of it's like a pop-up, you know, kind of store, but they're in different cities, and they have the workshops there, and it's on a smaller scale, I'm assuming, than the TPT annual conference. So if you're in one of those cities, and I think she gave a list, but I'll have to see if I can find it, or you can see if you can find it. And if it's in your city or close to your city, go ahead, because it's valuable information. You get to talk one-on-one with a lot of the TPT sellers and get their insights, and it's a lot more personal than, or intimate rather, than the conferences. So it's something good, I'm assuming. I've never been. They haven't had one close by my city, so, you know, and if you want to travel, that's another thing too, but, you know, I've never been. In any case, let's move on. Paul came on, and normally Paul takes the bulk, or he gives a lot more information, especially in the beginning when he just he just became CEO of the company, so he started going over some stuff, and he said November we were down about 14%, but then December we got to 21%, which is fine. And January we're down a little bit. So TPT is getting to where it's, you know, it's fluctuating, but it's not anything to, you know, complain about or worry about, because it's still average, it's still normal, things are still looking okay. Now he's maintained that TPT is doing well. He's not worried about it. Sales, actually, he claims, I mean, he said we have record numbers of buyers out there. Now, I haven't seen it personally in my store, but he said there are record numbers of buyers. So that just blew my mind. But the average cart is lower. So people are buying more, or there are more people buying, but it's less stuff. And I've noticed that. I had a product I forgot I even made. It's been that long, right? I use the resource in my classroom every now and then, and I think I used it this year actually. And it's, you know, it's just the text version. The whatever we read, I just made it into a resource, so other teachers can use it as well, instead of, because it's hard to find in textbooks. How about it, and it's like $2. Somebody bought it. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot it was in the store. But it's a $2 resource, and I am just amazed that somebody was looking for it as well. But yeah, the cart cost of what people are buying are a lot less, but it's a lot more people buying. So I got what he was saying. For it to be record numbers, that's amazing to me, but you know, he knows, he's paying attention, he's doing the data. let me see what else is going on. What else did he say? Over the past, it's only been a little over a year that he's taken over the company, and they had a list of priorities and things that they would pay attention to this year and over the year. And he said it was fixing some of the things like school access. You know that they've replaced that, they've gotten rid of it. The buyer experience, he's big on how people view the stores and how they view TPT as a whole, and it makes sense. And even the seller experience, he kind of hinted at, they're going to do a lot of things. And then I'm assuming it will be soon, because after he stepped, and I can't remember this gentleman's name, please forgive me, but I'm going to tell you what he said about the whole storefront. It's going to change dramatically. Once again, something else to blow your mind. For 2025, he had some things that he's excited about. Seller's Superpower Project. I don't remember what he said that was. I don't think he gave us much details, but he was going to go into it later. They're going to modernize the marketplace and its offers. It's going to give us more reporting, more data, more tools that we can use as sellers. And I think as buyers, he's very big on that. So that would be something to see. He also says his theme for TPT for 2025 is expansion. 85% of teachers in the US use TPT. I did not know that, which is great. No matter how much or how little they use it, 85% of teachers use it. And he's going to tap into that a little bit more. There's a new burst of info, new types of projects and products will be surfaced, and they're going to try to make 2025 the year of change. So I'm there for it. Paul also addressed some questions that TPT sellers had for the most part. And one of them was the spam stores. And he said because of their initiative last year, they were when he took the company over, he pushed to get that to be a priority, to fix the spam stores. And he said, especially because there's new seller fees when you open the store, it's like $29, it's gone down a lot. There are a lot less spammy stores, so that's a good thing. There's a penalty for, somebody asked if there's a penalty for sending traffic to TPT from somewhere else or vice versa. And he said, no, that's ridiculous. We need people to interact with TPT in whatever way they want. And he was okay with that. So there's no penalty. Whoever asked that question. And people asked, how do they grow their business on TPT? And he said, for the most part, be innovative and use the new tools that they're going to be throwing out there this year, and pay attention to your resources and what buyers want. Be reassured that they're always updating, and we should pay attention to the updates. And like I said, pay attention to the tools and try to use them as much as you can. And that's what he said. With that said, the other gentleman, whose name I can't remember, came on, and there was a lot that he said, as is normal, because when they're updating the website, updating the platform, it requires a lot, and he went into it. So there's going to be a product update page. The product description, they're going to update that page, which is, I don't know how I feel about that. You know me, I'm kind of skeptical of everything at first, but we'll see how it works. But he said they're going to make it look more modern. I don't know how much modern. This is like the second modern they're going to do, but let's see what that looks like. Buyers are going to sign up, and that's going to look different. And once again, it doesn't really apply to us because we're already using the platform. So let's see how buyers are going to look at. Let me let her see this one right here. Really, man? Do we have to do this right now? Yeah. So buyers and sellers will have a new sign up. It's going to look differently, and they're going to update the TEKS through Texas, the science standards. I guess Texas is working on their standards again, so they're going to update that for all of you science teachers out there. The tag and the filters. Now he spent quite some time on the tags and the filters. They're going to update that and change some stuff and they're going to eliminate some of the redundancies, he says, and they're going to add some new stuff and move things around. For example, the SEO benefits, they're going to the SEO benefits are going to be more prominent because they're going to update the tags and the filters. The buyer experience will improve. Once again, we don't know how, and I guess it's because the SEO is going to be the benefits will be there because the tags are going to make it easier for people to find or resources. So let's see how that works. And then there's going to be seller feedback. I don't remember what he said. Once again, I was late, so I was trying to put everything in order before I sat down and took notes. But I think the seller feedback meant what people were saying about the tags and the filters, and now they're going to update it based on what people have said in the past through the surveys that they take. I could be wrong. Anyone who has had the TPT webinar, please let me know about that section, because I wasn't too, I was trying to still organize my laptop and whatever. All right. There are no changes to the TPT search algorithm, and I think he said that at least twice or 3 times. There are no changes to the algorithm, but the other things that they're working on will help the algorithm find your resource easier, or make your resource easier to find. Once again, with the tags and filters, there'll be new sections. There'll be changing some of the names, once again eliminating the redundancies, format changes for the resources. I'm not sure what that was. I'm excited to see that one because we already have the PDF, we have the PowerPoint, and there's some other things that people use, like the Google resources. I want to see what else they're going to add, and changes will take place, he says, later next month, so I'm assuming right before the end of March. We'll see how things are, and that's just in time for spring break, so we can play around with it and figure out what works for us or what we don't like or what we like. So there's a video coming, right? Anyway, for sellers, he says, excuse me, there will be no action required on our part. We're just like when they started the new look and made everything more modern, we didn't have anything to do. Well, we did actually. We had to redo the banners. But he said there's no action on our part. We'll just wake up one morning and bam, things will be there for us. So hey, let's just be patient and see and ride it out and see what happens. Okay. I have a lot of notes. He said he was the bulk of the presentation. There will be on the so the product description page, he says that there is going to be less white space, and the example they showed us, he showed us what it will look like. I'm not sure if I'm a fan yet. It looks like there is way too much going on. Now, I do agree there was a lot of white space, but that sometimes helps because it doesn't overwhelm you with all the information on the page at once. But I'm gonna wait it out and see. I might like it, I might not, but right now I just think it's too much going on the page. More information will be higher up on the page so people don't have to scroll, and he made a point of the description pages for one resource. People had to keep scrolling to find different things. Now they're going to move it up, and I think it's because they moved some of the information to the side of the pictures and the graphics and the thumbnails. But it's just way too much going on, but whatever. The price view, the sales, how much people are saving, all that stuff, this price drops will be on the side as well, on the right. And I don't mind that. So people can see how much they're actually saving right as they look at the resource. They don't have to scroll anywhere to see anything. That works for me. The bundle section will be higher on the page, and he was saying something about showing the different bundles that it's in. It's easier to see. Once again, there are other graphics as well as your thumbnails, so it's just like a lot. But they claim it's in the scope of being more modern. So let's see. Maybe I don't shop online enough to know what modern looks like. Evidently this is it, so we'll see. It's going to be more crisp, it's going to be clear, and once again the thumbnails are getting larger. So please make sure your thumbnails are up to par. And sometimes like earlier, sometimes we couldn't see everything on the thumbnail, but this one they made it larger the last update they did a year ago, and now they're making it larger again. Now how large, I don't know, but evidently it's going to be clearer and crisper. So let's make our thumbnails on point. All right. The seller information will be higher up, and so he advised us to revise or information or background or history or teaching certs, whatever we put on our store information section, update those, because people will see it more. They don't have to click around or scroll all the way down to see it. It will be right in their faces when they're looking at the resources to see if you are the expert you claim you are, right? And then that was it for him. I can't remember the young lady's name. She was there last time. She's one of the regulars. She came back and she said that the Seller Milestones program, they have over 14 milestones, and they will be sending out quarterly. Those people who reach it, they'll be rewarding them. I'm still waiting on mine. However, that's not a problem. The physical ones, they're going to be sending those out, and then there are others that you get a gift card, you get a celebratory email. You know, it's all that good stuff. But they're working on those. Seller events. I think that's just before they ended. On February 25th, there will be a workshop, marketing your TPT products, with Aaron Waters. I love Aaron. From 7 to 7:30. I think it's a Thursday. They're usually on Thursday nights. And so register, watch your emails, go on TPT, find it if you need to, but it will be a thing on the 25th of February. Essentials for creating TPT products will be March 25th, a month after, from 7 to 7:30. I don't remember who they said this person was going to be, but she seems to be one of those who have been around TPT for a while. So watch for that as well. And then the last one, you know, the big one, TPT Forward 2025. That is the conference, the annual conference that TPT throws for TPT sellers, and that will be July 8th through the 10th, and it's going to be at the JW Marriott in Nashville, Tennessee, from $249. And you need to, if you want it for $249, register by April 30th, and afterwards it's going to go up. I don't remember how much she said it's going to go to, but get it at a deal for $249. And I think that was it. Those are all my notes. How do I feel about this particular webinar and what's going to happen? I am cautiously excited, because now it's another change, something else to get used to. And if the algorithm is not going to change, hopefully these changes help us with the algorithm, help people to find our stores. I've heard from different sellers, and like myself, it's not the same. We're not selling as the same as we used to, even though there are more buyers on there. So I'm wondering if it's something we're doing, and he claims the algorithm is fine. So maybe we just need to work with these changes or tweak some stuff and keep looking to see what the problem is and try to work with it. But I think I'm excited about some of the changes, and as the changes roll out, I will see which ones I really don't like and which ones I like, and of course you will hear about it, so stick around for that. If you haven't joined yet, don't forget to subscribe and become a part of the community. If you have, I will see you in the next video, whichever one, and it's taking me a while to get these out, but whichever the other video is, I can't wait to see you there. Don't forget to interact. All right, guys, I love you. See you in the next one.